The year is 1119. The Crusader states in the Holy Land stand on the brink of disaster. In the north, Prince Roger of Antioch faces the growing power of the Seljuk Turks. What unfolds will be one of the bloodiest battles of the Crusades, a battle that will earn a terrifying name, the Field of Blood. Since the First Crusade, the Principality of Antioch has been a stronghold for European forces. But the Seljuks, led by the fearsome Ilghazi, have been growing in power. For years they have harassed Crusader lands, but now Ilghazi has gathered a massive force. 20,000 men march towards Antioch's borders, determined to strike a fatal blow. Roger, the ruler of Antioch, is a bold warrior, but also reckless. He is warned to wait for reinforcements from Jerusalem, but he refuses. Instead, he gathers his forces, just 3,500 men, believing his heavily armored knights can withstand any foe. Outnumbered nearly 6-1, he marches to meet Ilghazi in battle. The Crusader army moves towards Sarmata, a narrow plain surrounded by rocky hills. Roger believes the terrain will protect his flanks, but what he doesn't know is that Ilghazi has already set a trap. Under the cover of darkness, the Seljuks encircle the Crusader camp. As dawn breaks, the silence is shattered by the whistling of arrows. Thousands of Seljuk horse archers unleash a deadly storm. Shields splinter. Men cry out as arrows pierce through armor. Horses rear and collapse, throwing their riders into the dirt. The Crusaders form a tight shield wall, raising their defenses, but the attack is relentless. Then the Seljuk cavalry strikes. Fast and deadly, they surge forward in coordinated waves. The Crusaders brace themselves, lowering their lances. A violent clash erupts as knights and Turkish warriors collide. Swords flash, spears thrust, and the battlefield is consumed by the chaos of war. Roger and his knights fight bravely, hacking through the enemy ranks. Crusader steel cuts deep, and for a moment, it seems they might break through. But then, another wave of Turkish horsemen crashes into their side. The Crusaders are being herded, surrounded on all sides. Dust rises into the air, mixing with the screams of the dying. The battlefield becomes a slaughterhouse. Knights in heavy armor struggle against the swarming Seljuk cavalry. The Turks strike and retreat, never staying in one place, wearing the Crusaders down. Some knights attempt to break through and regroup, but they are cut down before they can escape. The Crusader lines begin to falter. Roger fights at the center, his sword slick with blood. He refuses to retreat. His banner still flies above the battlefield. But then, it happens. His standard falls. A moment of silence, then panic. The Crusaders lose heart. Their formation crumbles, and the slaughter begins. By midday, the battlefield is covered in bodies. The ground is soaked in blood, giving this place its name, the Field of Blood. Thousands of Crusaders lie dead. Roger himself is slain, his head sent as a trophy to Baghdad. With his death, Antioch is left defenseless. The loss shakes the Crusader states to their core. For years, Christian power in the region is shattered. The battle is a disaster for the Crusaders. But it is also a turning point. It proves that the Crusaders are not invincible. It is a lesson that will shape the future of the Holy Land for decades to come. The Field of Blood remains one of the darkest days in Crusader history, a moment of overconfidence, a devastating loss, and a grim reminder that in war, bravery alone is never enough.